how are we all doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Kee. We are live for Antwerp against Union SG in the opening game of the Belgian Jupiler Pro League season. Big game, this one. Very big game. We've had some slight technical issues with the live on YouTube, so we've had to restart the live. Hopefully everything is fine now. With a bit of luck, it will be. And we are seconds away from kickoff. I do just have to mute TikTok 1 second. Give me 2 secs. I'll be right with you. How do I pause? There you go. That's the one. So before we get stuck in, before we get started, I obviously do just want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Match Bingo, that way. Hey, Match Bingo. Please do go and download the app. Go and download the Match Bingo app. It's a massive help if you do so. Go and download the app and show Match Bingo some love. They're a great bunch of guys. Over £250,000 in prize money. Paid out to over 10,000 players across the UK. And they're growing incredibly quickly. Go and download the Match Bingo app. You can do so via the link in my description on YouTube or by scanning the QR code, which I will leave up on screen, actually. I'll leave it up on the screen. So yes, if you can, that would be incredibly helpful. So here we go. How do we get the chat back up? There you go. Resume. There you go. That's what we wanted to see. Spencer, Verbiest, will you let us see the match? Mate, I can't. I can't. The channel would literally get banned if I showed you the match. So I can't. I really can't. Right. Scoreboard. Let's start it. We're a minute and a half in here, by the way. So let me just sync the clock up. Right, there you go. The clock is all synced up. Wonderful. What up, normal guy? Good to see you. How's it going, man? NCESEN, you. Good to see you. How's it going? That's not what we wanted to see. I need to see that a little bit better. There you go. That's better. Perfect. Normal guy, good. Glad to see it, man. Glad to hear it. Wade Dodd, how's it going, Key? Looking well. Cheers, man. Good to see you. How's it going? Union SG coming forward and they've got a free kick on the right-hand side. No, referee says get up. Get up. Fast start from the champions already. Paul Hexham, evening, pal. Good to see you. How's it going, Paul? NCESEN, what is your prediction about this game? Well, I tell you a man who will want to give a prediction on this game. Tolga. How's it going, Tolga? I think it's going to be Union SG. I think it's Antwerp 1, Union SG 2. That would be my prediction. Wade Dodd, you called it, Key. You did say Isak to Liverpool and the fact he didn't want to play for Newcastle. I mean, I'm not saying anything, Wade. I am gracious in victory, right? I'm gracious in being right. But I'm just saying I was absolutely bang on the money. We did call it, didn't we? It wasn't just me, by the way. There's a lot of people on this channel. We did say it's incredibly likely that he's going to hand in a transfer request. And, yeah, it's played out exactly that way. Paul Hexham, is Isak on the move? And what's tonight's game? Yes, Isak is very much on the move. His teammates seem to be saying that he's on the move. They're according to what's his name? The Newcastle journalist. I listened to him earlier. Forget his name. Geordie journalist. I'm gonna have to. My mind has gone blank. But I listened to his full podcast on it earlier, and he was talking about how the Newcastle players are pretty much conceded to Alexander Isak leaving the club. Tolga's saying Antwerp to win. Oh no! Don't say that, Tolga. Don't say Antwerp. I've backed Union SG. Ben, Craig Hope. Yes, it is Craig Hope. That's the one. Normal guy. Can't wait for the Liverpool pre-season game tomorrow. I can actually watch the game in the US. Nice. Well, we're going to be watching that. We are going to be watching that. I'll be live from 12 or 11:30. I'm live actually tomorrow. I'm live at 11:30 tomorrow. Joe up the Sesko, the new Mackham Slayer. Sesko will be a good signing for you. Be a very good signing. Paul Hexham, I think Isak will end up at PSG or Liverpool. He isn't going PSG. He's only going to Liverpool at this point. I could maybe see him going to Saudi, but as far as it's looking like he's not necessarily driven by money. So I think he's an ambitious guy. He wants to win trophies. He wants to, win the biggest things. So for me, it's looking almost certain that he's going to end up at Liverpool. I don't think he ends up I think he signs a new contract at Newcastle and stays there for one more year, or he ends up at Liverpool. Oh, Tolga's saying Antwerp. That is grim. That is absolutely grim. Tolga is bastard. Hey, Tolga knows his stuff, mate. Tolga knows his stuff. Ben Premdad live at 11:30. Butterflies, your best early game to date was City Palace on BT one Saturday morning. Wonderful. Yeah, I remember that. It was a good game, wasn't it? Good game. As soon as Isak goes, Sesko will be announced. Sorry, Kee, for being Aggie, pal. Hey, you don't have to apologise. It's all good. But I absolutely guarantee that Sesko gets done before Isak does. I think there's a short period of time where Sesko and Isak are maybe passing each other in the dressing rooms at St James's. Wade, your attack would be unbelievable with Isak as well. Isak, Ekatiki, all of it. Yorkshire lass, hey, looks like no Isak for us unless Newcastle changes their situation. Why do you think that? Honestly, I think it's looking absolutely certain that he comes. I don't think, if anything, I think it's more likely that he comes. Newcastle are going to give a very hardline stance now, but you've got to remember that's partially because they haven't got a replacement yet. They'll get a replacement queued up, which is what they seem to be doing with Sesko. They'll get that queued up, and then they'll move on Isak. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you. Absolutely certain. But they'll get the right fee. Yeah, Joe, as you said, they just need to get the right fee. And I do think you do get it. I do think you do get it. I don't think you necessarily get the fee you want. I know you wanted 150, but I think a deal probably gets done around the 120 mark. Maybe 120 with 10 million add-ons. And then everyone's kind of happy. It's a British transfer record. Liverpool have gone big, and you've got a massive fee for Isak. You've doubled your money on a guy who's a club legend, who's won you the cup, and he's done wonderful things. He's a world-class striker. Newcastle win. Newcastle win in that one, because then you get Sesko. You'll have signed Sesko and Elanga, or Sesko, and maybe you'll have a bit more cash to go and spend on another one or two players. Which, yeah, it's not a bad signing at all. Sesko and Wissa, yeah, Sesko and Wissa wouldn't be a bad attack, would it? Sesko, Wissa and Gordon. Good front three, that. Ben, we don't tend to take long getting deals done, though. I still think if Isak arrives, So I was having not an argument, I guess, not an argument, but I was having a very heated discussion with a Newcastle fan. We were talking about Isak to Liverpool and what that might look like, because you've got to remember, by the way, Newcastle's first home game of the season is Liverpool, St James's Park, 25th of August. That is literally that is set up to a T, isn't it? Absolutely set up to a T. So I think that there would be a gentleman's agreement between Liverpool and Newcastle. If there was a deal to be done, then chances are Isak wouldn't play in it. I don't think Isak plays in that game, even if he is a Liverpool player. Jod Singh, how is Lammens looking? Has anything happened? No, he's not really touched the ball yet, mate. He's not touched the ball. Joe, our fans will be up for the Liverpool game. Can see us winning that. I've got a ticket for that game. Nice. It'll certainly be a massive occasion, won't it? It'll still be a huge game, as it always is. Liverpool, Newcastle, St James's Park. It'll be a really big fixture, that one. Looking forward to it. But I expect that Alexander Isak, even if he is a Liverpool player by that point, I don't think that he starts or plays. I think he probably stays on the bench, or he has a thigh strain, and then all the Newcastle fans get all excited. Oh, he's injury prone, blah blah blah. But actually, it'll have been pre-planned for weeks and months. So I'm calling it now. Isak misses that game at St James's Park. He misses it. Guarantee you. In fact, I actually think Isak misses it even if he's a Newcastle player. If he's a Newcastle player, I think he misses it. Shot from distance from Union SG. It was Burgess with the shot. Miles over the bar. Nowhere near Senne Lammens' goal, that one. How good is it in Belgium? Look at that. The sun is just lovely. Just on the concourse, just on the stands. The fans are having a lovely time. They're all there drinking beer. Belgium's such a cool country. And I don't even love, I'm not a lover of beer, but that's cool, isn't it? You can go and watch the game and have a beer in the stands. Paul Hexham, what TV channel? TV channel is DAZN, DAZN. Joe, you'll enjoy Isak Kee, but you'll never treat him how we did. I mean, you say that, but Liverpool treat players well. But maybe you're right. Maybe he does get... I mean, look, at the end of the day, he's coming to Liverpool. The expectations for him are going to go through the roof. 25, 27 goals. That's what he's got in his last 2 seasons for Newcastle. Now, if he comes to Liverpool, that's the norm. That's he has to do that. He has to do that. Charlie123, do you think Isak comes this summer? I do, mate. Yes, I do. Kieran Baines, hi, mate. How's you? I'm watching Aberdeen versus Ipswich. Lovely. Nice. How are they getting on? Joe Sesko gets more goals than Isak next season. Possibly. I can't see it, but possibly. Union SG picking the ball up here, and it's a foul on Balikwisha. It's going to be a free kick to Antwerp. Simple foul, that. It's going to be a free kick. Just right of centre, about 40 yards out, so it's maybe an opportunity for him to swing the ball in here. Jack, who looks better? So far, there's not really anyone looking better. It's nil. Yeah, it's just 0-0 at the minute. Luan Gomez, what are we saying, Luan? Kieran, we just scored. Nice. Jack, who's your prediction? My prediction is USG. However, our resident sort of football data specialist, Tolga, has already predicted that Antwerp will win. Now, USG are the champions here. USG are the Belgian champions. They are certainly expected to get a result here. They did just lose the Super Cup final at the weekend. Club Brugge beating USG. They won 2-1. So, yeah, if there is anything other than a USG win or draw here, let's say, it would be a massive shock. A massive shock. Kieran, Philogene with the goal. Wow, Philogene. Could he be at Ipswich beyond this summer? Reece, Liverpool have spent almost 300 million already and could probably afford to spend another 200 million. It's insane. Listen, when you win the Premier League on a Burnley budget, you can afford a Chelsea summer. That's effectively what Liverpool are doing now. We have spent less than Newcastle over the last 6 years. Liverpool have spent less than Newcastle over the last 6 years. Less than Newcastle, fractionally more than West Ham. Less than Man United, less than Arsenal, less than Spurs, less than City, and certainly less than Chelsea. So Liverpool have earned this splurge. We won the league having signed barely anyone last year. So this is very much earned from a Liverpool perspective. It's a huge opportunity for us to reshape the squad, and I think we're signing the right players. Yeah. And I think it's done, but I think we sign Isak. I think there's a very good chance maybe we go for Mark Gay. I also think Liverpool get one more winger to replace Luis Diaz, possibly someone like Fofana or maybe Rodrigo. So I don't think Liverpool's spending is anywhere close to done. Reece, West Ham have spent more than Liverpool. They've not spent more than Liverpool. West Ham haven't spent more than Liverpool, but fractionally less. Very, very, slightly less. It's Newcastle who spent more than Liverpool. West Ham is the team immediately below. So Liverpool have spent more than West Ham since 2019, but it's not by much. It really isn't by much. Judd Singh, what team do you support? I am a Liverpool fan, mate. I am a Liverpool fan. Chance! USG! Must be! Claim for a penalty! Off the line! Antwerp scrapping it away! And they just about get it away. USG off the corner. Oh, it was cleared off the line. Cleared off the line. USG still have the ball here now. Less than 20 minutes in. Stood up. Good ball. And great claim by Senne Lammens. Great claim. Manchester United will need decisive goalkeeper. That's a handball. That has to be a penalty. That has to be a penalty and a red card. It's a handball on the line. That is a handball on the line. How has the referee not seen that? Surely that is a VAR. Surely there's a VAR. He's saying, I'm just having a look. I'm just having a look. There is a check. There is a check. As far as I'm concerned, that is a red card and a penalty to USG. Watch this back. It's a handball on the line. It's a handball! It's a handball on the line! It's absolutely insane. The referee has to give a red card and a penalty here. Here we go. Here we go. He's going to go and have a look at it. He's going to go and have a look at it. This is basically Luis Suarez on the line for Uruguay against Ghana. The ball is going in and it hits his chest and then he flicks it up like that. It's an absolute nailed on penalty and a red card here. Nailed on penalty and a red card. Has to be. Has to be. It's a shot on target. It's goal bound. That's clear. That's as clear as day. It's clear as day. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. Has to be. It's going to be a penalty. He's gone looking at the monitor. And I think the referee is going to go over and he's going to give a penalty to Union SG. Union Saint-Gilloise should be getting a penalty here, and Antwerp should be getting a red card. This could be a red card and a pen. Has to be. Here we go. Penalty, and come here. Has to be. I'm sorry. Top pocket. Top pocket. Is it a red? Yellow. How? How has there been a yellow? How can you handball? The ball was going in. It was on the line. Vincent Janssen, ex-Spurs centre-forward. Vincent Janssen is stood on the goal line. The ball is bouncing in the net. He handballs it. The referee has given a penalty. How? How has he given that a yellow card? That is insane. That is absolutely insane. It's the clear... You can see the Union SG manager is screaming at the fourth official there. It's absolutely insane, this. But Promise David, the Canadian centre-forward, he is about to step up and take this one for Union SG. And I'll tell you something. If Antwerp go on to get something in this game, it is absolutely outrageous. It's going to be a penalty to Union SG. Promise David steps up to take it. I can't believe that is a yellow card. I cannot believe he's given a yellow card in that. That is the most baffling refereeing decision I've seen in a very, very, very long time. It's absolutely insane. Promise David steps up, right-footed. Should put Union SG 1-0 up. He's missed it. Senne Lammens has saved it. Senne Lammens has saved it. And if ever there was a time for Manchester United to be watching, if ever there was a time for Manchester United scouts to be watching this youngster, the 6'4", 23-year-old Belgian youngster, Senne Lammens, the next Thibaut Courtois, as he is professed to be, has saved Antwerp. A great save from a penalty there. Promise David missing it. He's not missed it, actually. He hasn't missed it. I shouldn't say that. I catch myself there. He hasn't missed it. Senne Lammens has saved it. It's a save. And what an unbelievable start to this game, by the way. An unbelievable start. Antwerp should be down to 10 men. There's no doubt at all about that. They should be down to 10 men. They should be down to 10 men, and Union SG should be maybe a goal up. But they've missed it. They've missed the penalty. I can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe it. Joe, too early in the game for a red. Yeah, I can't see that, mate. You can't be giving red cards and not giving red cards based on the decision. That's insane. Aditya Lahan, is it a penalty or not? It was a penalty. Yeah, it was a penalty. A penalty was given. A penalty was given, and it was missed. It was saved by Senne Lammens. Senne Lammens with the save. Big save. Huge save. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. That is absolutely unreal, that. Insane. Crazy. Knocker, it's not a red card. How is it not a red card? How is a handball on the goal line to stop a clear goal? How is that not a red card? It is a red card. Don't talk ridiculous. Jaden, did they miss the penalty? Yes, they did miss the... Well, they didn't miss the penalty. Senne Lammens, the goalkeeper, saved the penalty. Wonderful save, Jaden. Wonderful save. And impressive stuff from the man who Manchester United are looking to sign. Huge. It's it's been such a fast start to this one. It's such a fast start. Jack, was it a bad pen? No, it wasn't a bad pen. It was a decent pen. It was low down to the right. Really good save from Senne Lammens. Knocker, Google the rule of a non-direct handball. No, a non-direct handball wouldn't qualify in this case because a non-direct handball indicates, or certainly, that is about intent. A non-direct handball is where the ball hits the hand, causing a penalty, but there was no intent to play the ball. You can very clearly see, I don't know how the referee has reached that conclusion then, nor you, to be honest, because he literally goes like that. There is upward movement of his arm to knock the ball away. There's absolutely no way that could ever be interpreted as unintentional. No way. Absolutely no way. Unless we're saying he's got some sort of a condition where his arms are moving and flailing independently from his body. Jod Singh, here we go. Isaac Fabrizio. After us, really? No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. No, there isn't a here we go from Fabrizio. Why are you saying that? Paul Hexam, was it a good save from the guy on the line that gave the penalty away, pal? Not really, no. Not really. It was about as obvious as it gets, to be honest. Obviously attention seeking. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's a free kick just outside the area here. Free kick just outside the area for Union SG. It's played short. It's a lovely little move. Chance. Good save again from Senne Lammens. Really good save. Very good save from Senne Lammens. Emily Freitas de Souza. Who will win? You can tell me. Who will win? I think Union SG up to this point, but I mean, I'm being told otherwise that it's going to be Antwerp. LFC fan 200. What do I do about bullying? I'm struggling to cope. Bloody hell, mate. I mean, first off, I would say, have you got someone that you can speak to about it? Have you got anyone close to you that you can talk to about it? That would be step number one. And step number two, I mean, I guess it depends on the situation. So I would talk to someone that you trust first and foremost. But in my experience, bullies only really know one thing, and that is to let them know that you're not going to be pushed around. In my experience, again, experience varies. But if they know they can keep doing it, they'll keep doing it. If they think that you're going to be, you know, a difficult person to bully, then they'll bully someone else next time. ZQXV, what season is that Fiorentina kit from? What season is it from? I think it's 98. Is it 98? Yeah, 1998. 98-99 kit. Paul hit them in the throat, game over. Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, to me, that is the only way I've ever known for it to work. The only way. Emily, do you like Brazilian soccer? Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind. I watch a little bit of the Brasileiro League, but not very much. Not very much. Antwerp coming forward again down the right-hand side. That's the cowards, aren't they, Paul? This is it. Most bullies are absolutely, well, not even most. I would say all. They're all cowards. And for the most part, if you let them know, listen, you're not going to do this thing. I'm going to be incredibly difficult for you to just. You're not just going to keep doing it. It's going to be, you know, at the very, very least, like. Again, I can't speak for your situation, but when I was younger, there was a situation certainly with a lad who I knew who was getting bullied, and the advice that he got was basically just have a go back, just one day, just have a go back, and I mean have a go back. You might get a pasting, right? But the price you will pay. You'll never have to deal with it again. They'll never ever try it again. It's very, very unlikely. If you have a go back one day, even if you just land one, if you land one punch on them. Now I'm not advising violence, by the way, but if someone's actually having a go at you and being physical with you, you only have to go at them back once, typically. And in the vast majority of cases, in my experience. The teachers will drag you off, or your classmates will drag you off, or whatever. It won't be a fight in the way you're thinking. And it sounds scary, but really, you only need to let them know. Listen, I'm not here to be pushed around. Done. And in that case, as I say, what happened was there was a fight. There was a fight. And the bully got a punch. And he didn't bully him again. They're bullying me because I have autism. Oh my God, Antwerp have scored. Oh, and wouldn't you believe who it is? It's Vincent Janssen. Vincent Janssen has scored, the player who should not be on the pitch. He shouldn't be on the pitch. He has absolutely no chance. There's no way he should be on the pitch. No way at all. It's an absolutely shocking decision from the referee for him to even be on the pitch. He should be off, but it's a free kick from just outside the area, and it's a wonderful free kick. Low down to the keeper's left-hand side. Keeper's got absolutely no chance. Smashed it in, and it's there. It's 1-0 Antwerp. There you go. Tolga, you called it, and it's looking like you're right, mate. It's looking like you're right. LFC fan 200, don't really feel comfortable to talk to my parents about it, but I'll try and tell my mum and also try and fight back. Mate, trust me, just talk to someone who you trust nearby. Like I say, don't take my word for it, but definitely go and talk to someone. Definitely go and talk to someone. Let them know what's happening. Yeah, open up about it. That's step one. Josh, what's the top four this upcoming season, mate? For me, I think it's Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. Or Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea. In that order, I would say. Everton boy, thoughts on Everton? it's looking like you're going to have another season where you're struggling, I think, at this point. It's been a rough summer for Everton, hasn't it? It's been a very, very rough summer. Tierno Barry coming in, obviously that's been a plus, but you're looking short at the back. You're looking very short at the back, short in midfield, short in those wide areas. You've still not quite replaced the likes of, Jack Harrison and Decore and players like that. Yeah, there's only Mikalenko on the left-hand side. He's only got 1 year left on his contract. The right-hand side doesn't look much better. Patterson, Coleman's kind of broken. No Ashley Young now. Jake O'Brien's done well for David Moyes over there, but yeah, I think the midfield's a problem. Idrissa Gana Gay's 36 now. He's going to be an issue for next season. Has he got the legs to keep going? He did well last season, but you definitely need legs in that midfield, and at present you haven't got it. Up front, again, I think you're putting a lot of stake on Tierno Barry. He's a young player. Did well last season for Villarreal, admittedly, but... And listen, I'm someone who's... Again, if you've watched this channel before, mate, I have said many, many times what a wonderful, wonderful player Tierno Barry is. I really liked him. Really, really liked him last season. I was really looking forward to... In fact, I specifically watched the Under-21s Championship. And you can see, we've got the videos on YouTube, specifically watched him to try and watch Tierno Barry. I thought he would be terrific. Now, he didn't play all that often. He started on the bench most of the time. And when he did come on, he was dreadful. and I said that at the time. This was before Everton even bought him. He was absolutely dreadful. He missed sitter after sitter after sitter. So what I would say with Tierno Barry is you can't hang your hat on him to score the goals to keep you up. I think he'll be a good signing maybe for 1, 2, 3 years down the line. You might have a top player. But right now, he's not going to come in and hit the ground running. So Tierno Barry's maybe one you need to just park, I guess. Chimiti's not going to score the goals for you. Beto might still be your best striker at this moment in time. He might be your starting striker. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Everton. I know you're trying to get Douglas Luiz in. Quite a few trying to get Douglas Luiz in. I know West Ham are in talks for Douglas Luiz as well. It just feels like Everton need a lot of players. They need a lot of bodies, and I'm not certain you get them in time for the season. So I think it's going to be another season of Everton maybe circling the drain at this point, at this moment in time. Chance. Oh, Union SG down the left-hand side. Unlucky. Venkat, please tell me who is win this match. At this moment in time, it's Royal Antwerp, but I still fancy Union SG will get a result. LFC fan 200. It's just sad because my friend took it on like at 14 years old. She got bullied. Bloody hell, mate. That's awful. Absolutely terrible. It's sad. It's really sad. Or for £7. What are we saying £7 for? What's that mean? £7 what? Nathan, cheers for the follow. Thank you. Thank you for following. Appreciate that. If you haven't yet, please do give us a like and a subscribe. It massively, massively helps the channel. Taylor H, love joining the lives, mate, because I know I'm not the only one that watches football all the time, and I feel like I'm not a weirdo for watching it all the time. Well, there you go. Yeah, I was going to say, I know I'm not the only weirdo that watches football like this all the time. My wife has been saying to me for years, why'd you watch them? Why are you sat watching Oldham against Newport County? You're a Liverpool fan. Get a life. Get a life. She literally says it all the time, and I'm like, excuse me. I like watching the football. On your bike, love. On your bike, if you don't like it. Listen, you signed up to this. You signed up to this. You knew this was my poison. On your bike. I have to tolerate you watching crap on the telly. Jod Singh, how's Lammens so far? Well, he saved a penalty, mate. He saved a penalty, and he's been alright. Yeah, he's been really good. Siddiqur Rahman Muna, Liverpool going to win again, Premier League. We hope so. Yes, I hope so. Hopefully so. Right, we've got 3 minutes of added on time at the end of this first half. We're obviously a minute already into that, so 2 to go. Taylor, I'm a Chelsea fan, but watch all sorts of footy. I literally watch any league, mate. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. Jod Singh, what happened to result in a penalty? It was a handball on the goal line from Vincent Janssen, the centre-forward of Antwerp. Vincent Janssen, the ball was going goal-bound, and Vincent Janssen was stood on the line. It beat Senne Lammens, and it hit him about here, kind of on the boob, on the nipple, right? And he went like that, and he threw his arm up like that, and it just flicked away. The ball flicked away. The referee didn't see it, and then it went to VAR. He went and had a look at it. He gave the penalty, and surprisingly, even though it was a handball on the goal line from Vincent Janssen, the referee didn't send him off. He gave him a yellow card. Now, to add further insult to injury, beyond all that, the ref gives a yellow card to Vincent Janssen. Union SG step up. Promise David, the Canadian striker for Union SG, he steps up. He misses a penalty. And then Antwerp go up the other end of the pitch. And who scores for them? Vincent Janssen. Vincent Janssen, the man who should have been sent off. The player who's been booked for handballing it on the line. He has been the goal scorer. The goal scorer. That's going to be another yellow card for Antwerp there. A clear yellow card, that one. From... it was a foul on Promise David again. Promise David breaking through the middle. And I don't know who it is who drags him down, actually. There's two of them, basically, who drag him down. Bjorn Bergstrom, score prediction. I still think Union SG can get something in this, even if it's only a draw. Sufyan, Union SG will win. I hope so. I hope so. Mikey, I'm a Liverpool fan. Do you think we need Isak still? If so, where would you play Hugo? Hugo can play, mate, wide left. He can play with Isak. He can play instead of Isak. Sometimes he'll be on the bench, no doubt. But Hugo Ekitike is 23 years of age. It's half-time. It's half-time here. Antwerp 1. Union SG 0. Wow. What a first half. What an absolutely incredible first half it's been. Insane. I can't believe that Union SG are a goal down in this. I can't believe that Vincent Janssen is still on the pitch. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely unbelievable. Great start to this game. But yes, Mikey, coming back to your question, mate, I'm a Liverpool fan too. I do. I think that Liverpool will play with, sometimes with Ekitike starting wide left, sometimes with him starting central. You've got to remember, by the way, that Ekitike spent all of last season with Eintracht Frankfurt starting central and drifting into that left channel. Marmoush started left, drifting into the middle. Now, what do we have at Liverpool? One of the things we have is inside forwards, isn't it? We have Salah, starts on the right, drifts in the middle. Gakpo, starts on the left, drifts into the middle. Ekitike fits into Liverpool absolutely perfectly. The same way Isak does, to be honest. Ekitike, Isak, they can play central, they can play wide left. Both of them will be absolutely perfect in Liverpool's system. But I absolutely think Liverpool will get more signings. It won't just be Isak. We will get at least one more on top of Isak. Because you've got to remember, Chiesa, we're in active negotiations to sell Federico Chiesa. Active negotiations to sell Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich. Active negotiations to sell Darwin Núñez to Al Hilal. Simone Inzaghi wants Darwin Núñez. So we've got loads of player sales coming in from that attack. And it means that next season we only actually have Cody Gakpo, Mo Salah, who's going to the AFCON for 2 months, and Hugo Ekitike. So we've got 3 players for 3 positions, and one of them is definitely buggering off for 2 months. So Isak coming in, that's a must. I think we probably get someone like Fofana, or maybe Rodrigo. Who knows? Maybe both. I don't know. I would imagine we get at least one more, though, on top of Isak. Mikey, Gay, yes, Gay, I think Gay happens too, yeah. Gay almost certainly happens too. I think we're just waiting on Crystal Palace to just be a little bit more responsible with the fee. Axel Swennen, how did Union not score, bro? Mate, I have no idea. How did Vincent Janssen stay on the pitch? How did Vincent Janssen stay on the pitch? Can somebody explain that to me? How has Vincent Janssen somehow stayed on the pitch? Baffling. Absolutely baffling. Chaos. If you haven't yet, please do give us a like and a subscribe. Whereabouts are you? No, there. Right there. If you can give us a like and a subscribe, I would massively, massively, massively appreciate it. If you're watching on TikTok, get over to YouTube, Premier League Dad, give us a like and a subscribe. That would help too. Connor, hopefully Yorin Boev comes on. Well, there's definitely going to be some changes, I would imagine, in the second half for USG. David and Rodriguez have been very, very nullified in attack. They've not really done a thing. So I would imagine we see maybe Sofiane Boufal come on in the second half. Sofiane Boufal seems to be a player that can create He's got a little bit of pace, so I would try to get him on, certainly. And to be honest, if I was Antwerp, I'd be taking Vincent Janssen off. Definitely be taking Vincent Janssen. Paul Hexham, Salah going for 1 month's tops, pal. AFCON runs from 22nd of December to January 18th. Yeah, but doesn't he go like 2 weeks before? Doesn't he go like 2 weeks before? I'm sure there's like a training camp 2 weeks before. We have to let him go like at least a week or so before. 21st to the 18th of Jan. Alright, well he's definitely... There's no way we play him. There's obviously the international break at the start as well, isn't there? I don't know. He'll miss, I would imagine. If Egypt go the distance, he will miss. I would imagine at least 6 or 7 games. 6 to 8 games. How many games missed AFCON? How many games will Salah, Wissa and Mbeumo miss? There you go. Those making it through to the knockout rounds will have missed at least 5 game weeks. A group stage exit could see players return as soon as game week 20. So he's gone from game week 17. I think he's gone before that. I think he misses at least 6 or 7 games as a result of the AFCON. Last year he missed first game so he could play for us in the big game. I think it was Arsenal. It'd be interesting, yeah. I mean, look, you would imagine Egypt can do without him and he can pull some strings, but we shall see. We shall see. Trying to find me. I need a cloth. Give me a sec. Excuse me. Trying to clean up this water spillage we've had on the table. Perfect. There you go. Egypt not guaranteed to reach knockout rounds. No, that's true enough. That is true enough. Mark Diaz, Union SG, come back. Oh, I hope so, man. I really hope so, Mark. I am rooting for Union SG here. And not really because I have anything against Antwerp, by the way. I just really, really need Union SG to win. I've backed them to win, so I need them to win. Victor Gyökeres has joined Arsenal. There's been a here we go there. We've all been waiting on that one, haven't we, to be honest? But it's all done. Sporting accepted. Basically 65 million quid. Honestly, I can't. It's absolutely pecking my head. United, sorry. Arsenal. How annoying are Arsenal fans going to be next season doing that? Literally, you're going to have that AFTV mob are going to be going like that literally all season, giving it that. $65 million for an unproven Prem player. Wow. Mate, I'm with you, Paul. You called it, sir. Absolutely agree. Venkat, IPL is world biggest Premier League. World number 1 game is football. Number 2 is cricket. I can't say I've followed cricket, to be honest, but yeah, that's good. That's cool, man. LFC fan 200 just saying my real name is Leon. Cool. Okay, Leon, no worries. I'll remember that, man. Good to know you. Mark Diaz, we need them to win. Yeah. Well, listen, we'll be watching. Let's see. Give us a like and a follow. Give us a subscribe if you haven't already. Please do subscribe. We're live every single day on this channel. We're going to be doing Anderlecht against Westerlo this weekend. We're going to be doing lots of other games over the season. That's what we do on this channel. I do live watch-alongs every single day. I do a game every single day. We're doing Liverpool against AC Milan tomorrow. We're also doing Everton against Bournemouth tomorrow in the Premier League Summer Series. We've got Anderlecht against Westerlo coming up. We've also got Club Brugge coming up. Lots of Belgian Jupiler Pro League if you like this sort of thing. We're going to be live every single day, so make sure you give us a like and a follow. We're also going to be live for the Women's Euros final on Sunday, England against Spain. On Monday, we're live for Barnet against Newport County. That's going to be incredible. Barnet against Newport County in the Carabao Cup next week. The Carabao Cup in July. Would you believe it? The Carabao Cup in July. We're watching that one. Barnet against Newport County. Followed the day after by Yokohama F. Marinos against Liverpool. So we're going to be doing a lot of pre-season fixtures. Plus, the Champions League and the Europa League and the Conference League is all back again next week. Rangers against Panathinaikos. They're 2-0 up from the first leg. Can Rangers finish that one off? We're going to watch Una Strassen against Dundee, the Luxembourg side against Dundee United. Can they secure their place in the next round? And then Hibs against Midtjylland. Hibs won, Midtjylland won. That's on Thursday night next week. So we'll be live for that one. And then League One starts on Friday night. League One, Luton Town against AFC Wimbledon. 1st of August, Luton against AFC Wimbledon. We'll be live for that one. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff on Friday night. LFC Fan 200, Leon. Oh, sorry, Liverpool tomorrow. Is that on LFC TV? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. It is live on LFC TV. Venkat, bro, cricket born in England. Yeah, it's true enough. It's true enough. Golf is also born in the UK. Golf is a Scottish game. Stands for gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. Believe it or not, that is what it stands for. Or at least, yeah, that's the allegation. But I don't watch golf either. Eddie, you've got quite the collection there. Have you got any more? I have, mate. I've got hundreds of them. Absolutely hundreds of them. I'm getting a whole new... Basically, all the shirts that are behind me, they're all going to change for the start of the new season. And I'll be wearing quite a few of them, to be honest. I'm going to wear shirts throughout the season. That's the plan. So, yeah, I will see. I'll see. Tolga can never lie, sweet boy. My only goal is for you to win. But you get quite a lot wrong, Tolga. you do get quite a lot wrong. I remember Swiss women. Remember Switzerland women in the Euros? I remember that one. I was told Switzerland women. Angus Hampson, the thing is, though, as an Arsenal fan, we did all right with Mikel Merino up front for months. That's true. That's very true. With a natural striker who knows how to find the back of the net, I think we'll be all right. I know, but you've got to remember what you... It's a balancing thing, mate. It's a balance. What you lose in some aspects and you gain in others, or what you gain in others, you lose in some. So, for example, Zubimendi is a very, very good player. Zubimendi's a wonderful player, very, very talented player. However, he's not Thomas Partey. So you've got to think about how that shift, how does that affect Arsenal? How do they change? How do they adapt? And it doesn't just affect one area of the pitch, it affects every area of the pitch. You know, inevitably, Zubimendi is not going to win as many physical battles as Partey. It's just not going to happen. But he might be better on the ball. He might be able to, you know, move things around. So, for me, Zubimendi's going to be a great acquisition for Arsenal, but we don't know if it actually improves Arsenal. The same could be said with Gyökeres. Is he better than Merino? Of course he is. But Merino will make certain runs that Gyökeres maybe wouldn't. For example, Gyökeres has got far more pace than Merino. So what he'll see is he'll go, well, when I played for Sporting, I'm going to run in behind. I'm going to go over the last man. Merino would never have done that. He would have hung back. He would have loitered around the edge of the box. Therefore, again, it's all change. There's all change. Hey, Coley 23, Isak United. No, Isak is not going anywhere near Manchester United. Angus Hampson, Portuguese league isn't as bad as you think, Paul. 56 goals, the Portuguese league into Champions League. It is bad though. It is bad, mate. It is bad. He hasn't really proved himself at any level, Gyökeres. He hasn't proved himself at any level. That is a challenge for him to come into the Premier League, and he wasn't great in the Championship. That was only 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he was in the Championship. He got outscored by the likes of Andreas Weimann, Chuba Akpom, Ben Brereton Diaz, Sammy Smodics, Adam Armstrong. You know, all these players. He didn't do all that well at 24 years of age in the Championship. When he was Ekatiki's age, he was playing for Swansea on loan. He scored 0 goals in 11 games. So, again, for me, Gyökeres, I'm not saying he's crap. But it's also fair to say that I don't think he's a game changer for Arsenal either. Angus Hampson, what about in the Champions League? Hat-trick against City. Hat-trick against City. Two of them were penalties. And the third, you've got to remember, he was playing against an 18-year-old centre-back, making his debut for City, Simpson Pucci. So, he wasn't playing against Manchester City with Ruben Dias and you know, all the... He wasn't playing against them. He was playing against Rico Lewis and Simpson Pucci. You know, and he got 2 penalties. And, you know, yes, that's fine. But he only scored 6 goals in the Champions League. And 3 of them were in that game. So, for me, again, it's not proof. It isn't proof. It really isn't proof. Completely outperformed Isak for Sweden this year. Again, nobody signs players based off international performance, do they? Right? Gyökeres, are you seriously trying to argue with me that Gyökeres is better than Isak? Is that what you're saying? If you're saying that Gyökeres is better than Isak, and you would have preferred Gyökeres to Isak, are you actually making that argument? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because I think if that's the case, then the conversation's effectively finished, because we've got nothing really to discuss. But if you're telling me, are you actually trying to argue that Isak is not as good as Gyökeres? Gyökeres is the better player. I'd love an answer to that question. Venkat, I have no interest in cricket. I don't watch cricket. I don't know anything about cricket. This channel, you might surprise you, it isn't anything to do with cricket. So I have no interest in cricket. Angus, well, Arteta signed Havertz based on how he played for Germany, so yes, they do. You think Arteta signed Havertz based on how he played for Germany and not how he played for Chelsea winning the Champions League? It's an odd decision or an odd assumption to make. Adzo, do you reckon Eze would be a good fit at Arsenal? Can he play on the left? Yes, he can play on the left, absolutely, but I can't see him going and playing on the left when that is where Madueke and Martinelli play. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'd be very, very surprised. Plus, you've got Trossard there as well. So I can't see Eze going to Arsenal. I think that's Arsenal done now, to be honest. I'd be amazed if Arsenal signed any other players. Madueke plays on the right. Nah, well, he doesn't. He doesn't play on the right. And again, you would be very, very foolish if you think for even one moment that Noni Madueke, who has been in the England squad for pretty much the last couple of England squads, Thomas Tuchel seems to like him. It's a World Cup year. It's a World Cup year. There is absolutely no way at all that Madueke leaves Chelsea unless he has some sort of a guarantee of regular game time. I absolutely assure you he starts on the left-hand side this season. Telling you. I think Arteta prefers Madueke to Martinelli, and I think you see Saka right, Martinelli left. Madueke is not coming to Arsenal to sit on the bench behind Saka. That's what you seem to think, and it's absolutely outrageous, to be honest. There's absolutely no way at all that Madueke sits on the bench behind Bukayo Saka all season. Doesn't happen. Use your brain. Engage your brain. It's a World Cup year. He's in the England squad. He's in the England squad. He's been in the last few England squads. Why would he go to Arsenal to sit on the bench? Surely if you're Noni Madueke, one of the things you would look at would be, where am I actually going to get game time? And you've still not answered the question, by the way, Angus. You've still not answered the question. Is Gyökeres better than Isak? If you had the choice this summer to sign Isak or Gyökeres, who would you have signed? Same price. Let's say it was the same price. Gyökeres or Isak, who would you have signed? No, you can only sign one. You can only sign one in this situation. You can only sign one, Gyökeres or Isak. Who would you sign? Let's say they're exactly the same price. Onye, is Lammens playing well, Kee? He's saved a penalty. He's not really done much else, but he has saved a penalty. Yeah, he has saved a penalty, and it's been a fast start to the game for sure. Sean Connolly, how is Florux looking up front? Well, he came on for Rodriguez. He's only been on, obviously, 5 minutes. We haven't really seen much of him, I'll be honest. Union SG picking the ball up on the left-hand side here now. This is better. It's Niang on the left-hand side. Leon, Isak is years ahead of Gyökeres. Well, let's just see what Angus says. What's Angus saying? Angus says, he's not answered. He's not answered, funnily enough. It's a surprise. I'm shocked. He's not answered. JD25, why are you saying it repeatedly, mate? Come on. Play the game. You have answered. You've not answered. Oh, obviously it would be Isak. There you go. Sorry, I apologise. You have answered. It would be Isak. Just don't like how everyone is slating Gyökeres so much. Right, so what you're saying is you would have signed Isak. over Gyökeres, even though Gyökeres has got a better international record. That's crazy. That's mad, man. That's absolutely mad. The reason you're saying that, though, is, let's be honest, the reason you're saying that is because Gyökeres' international record doesn't mean anything. He scored goals against Estonia and friggin' Azerbaijan. He's got 15 goals and 12 of them are in friendlies against Estonia and Azerbaijan. It's not an international goal record that's worthy of, like, unbelievable applause. You wouldn't sign him based off that. He's been signed based off his record for Sporting. And my argument back is that for Sporting, he's played in the Premier Liga. And the Premier Liga, once you get past Porto and Sporting and once you get past Porto and Benfica, it's basically League One standard. It's basically League One standard. The ninth placed team in the Premier Liga had centre-backs who were 41 years old last year. 41. That's what he's up against. And it's also worth noting that he's... It's a corner to USG here. Corner to USG. It's also worth noting that Gyökeres has the same or a very, very similar goals per minute ratio, goals per games ratio in the Premier Liga to the likes of Bas Dost, Jonas, who used to play for Benfica, Islam Slimani even, Hulk, another one. None of these were absolutely elite strikers, but they all did incredibly well in the Premier Liga as well. It's one of those leagues where many relatively average strikers go and smash it. So it's not slating Gyökeres, it's pointing out the obvious that I don't think he is a £70 million centre-forward. I really don't. I think he's going to struggle. Or at least, struggle's probably not the right word. He's in a very, very good Arsenal side, and I think you could put me up front and they'd have a decent go. But I would also argue that he's probably not going to light the world on fire for you. Faye, Arsenal going to win the league on money. Yeah, Darwin Núñez did really well in Portugal as well. I bet if you put Højlund there, he'd score 20 goals. Yeah, Darwin Núñez was prolific as well in the Portuguese league. It's a big step up to the Premier League. A very, very big step up. And, yeah, like I said, I just think Gyökeres... It's far more likely that he comes to the Premier League and does something similar to what he did in the Championship rather than what he did in Sporting. Everyone's going to expect there's going to be a fall-off. He's not going to... I honestly think I would be surprised if he scores more than 15. 15 in the league is what I expect from Viktor Gyökeres. Mikey, as much as I want Isak, I think the price is madness, but then again, so is the market. The thing is, Mikey, if you look at the centre-forward market, again, Gyökeres, Osimhen, this is the best of what's available on the market now. There really isn't an awful lot of quality. And for me, Isak is comfortably the best centre-forward that you can get. Haaland would be the next, obviously, and he's not... I mean, Haaland's probably the best striker in the world, best centre-forward in the world. Ungettable. Mbappe, ungettable. Isak is the only one you could look at. 25 years of age as well, good age, you would look at and say, he can kick on for Liverpool. Mikey, say we pay the 150, would it kick you that we didn't go out for Mbappe considering how much we paid? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think Mbappe was always going to Real. He wanted Real. I think it's just that, really. I think it's just that. Bro, don't show attitude. Dude, no one cares about cricket. No one. Nobody. Absolutely zero. 0 people on this channel. Leg it, mate. No one cares about cricket. User not found 600. If you look at Gyökeres clips for Sweden, it's all being put on a plate by Kulusevski. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good player, though. Leon, I'm going to have to go, Key, but I'll be here at 11:30 for the Liverpool Live. Just to build up, though, because I'm going to watch it with my dad. Nice. Okay, no worries, Leon. Take it easy, man. I'll see you in the morning. Have a good night, man. Paul Hexham, cricket was invented so men could catch up on sleep on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I get, to be honest, I would argue it's more likely invented by alcoholics, to be honest. Certainly in England, anyway. It's literally just Alcoholics Anonymous. Pitch Money, do you think Union SG are going to have some goal? I really hope so. I really hope so. We've got half an hour left here. It's been pretty... It's been dull. It's actually been quite dull. I was expecting Union SG to really fight back and show a bit more fight, but they've just not. They've been pretty dreadful. Yeah, they've been pretty dreadful this half. Paul, stop it, Key. I've seen them asleep. Union SG pushing forward yet again. We haven't really had many chances in this second half for Union. Lots of yellow cards in this game, though. Obviously, Janssen got booked. Niang's been booked. Doombia's been booked. Layson has been booked as well. Union have made quite a few changes. They just took off Castro Montes and Promise David, replacing them with Kalali and Makate Bokoya. Tolga's saying that Antwerp are going to get one more on the counter-attack, but as it stands, it's certainly looking like Antwerp. Chance! Oh, really good effort. Much, much better. Header straight at Senne Lammens. Big, big chance there for Union SG. Very big chance. Really good header. Daniel, are you live every day until the Premier League starts? I don't think I'm live on Monday, Daniel, up to this point. I don't think there's anything live on Monday. I don't think there's any games really on Monday, so I'm going to give Monday a miss and try and focus on filming. I've got to try and get some videos out before the start of the season, so I'm pushing for that to happen. But up to this point, yeah, I am live every other day, certainly. I think I'm missing one day, put it that way. I'm live every other day. But one day I'm not live. Paul, you need to get some mods on here when the season starts, pal. Yeah, to be honest, the problem I've got is someone said that on this channel. When the season starts, obviously it gets really, really busy in here. And it does. We have sometimes 1,000 people on TikTok live watching us and hundreds on YouTube as well. And it does get busy. And yeah, me on my own, I can't manage it all. But I've had lots of people say, oh, can I be a mod? Can I be a mod? Can I be a mod? And I just stupidly, when I said it at the start, I just went, oh yeah, of course, whatever. Yeah, whoever wants to be a mod, fine, yeah. We'll just, when the time comes, I don't need anyone now, but when the time comes, yeah, I'll make whoever mod. I'm not bothered, yeah, fine. If you've been around and you've been on the channel for a bit, cool, yeah, like it. And yeah, I was a little bit, I guess, stupid saying that, because some people took it to heart. Some people thought, you've promised me this now, you've promised me this, and they got really upset about it. So my own stupid fault. So yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe choose my words more carefully in future when moderator opportunities become available. But there's no mod. I will probably need some. I would be a mod, but I don't even know where to start, so I couldn't. Again, yeah, I don't know. Like, for me, man, I just, as long as you seem okay. Do you know what I mean? As long as you seem like a nice enough fella, down to earth fella. Oh, girl, I don't mind. I'm cool. No issues. But yeah, just need someone who I can trust, who's in the lives most of the time. And I probably will need some help as the season goes on. But yeah. Daniel, if Isak signs on Monday, will you go live? Will I go live? No, I won't. Because it feels like, I don't know if that's the sort of channel I want this to be necessarily. Is when we get that. I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm not sure. I went live when obviously the Jota news broke, and that was just because I felt really, really strongly about it. Whereas I don't know if I want that for the channel in terms of just going live when we sign players and whatever. Because I don't want it to be a Liverpool channel. It's not about Liverpool. Criteria should be paid members or Arsenal supporters. That's how you know who are genuine people. Yeah, well, look, maybe, yeah. Maybe I do lives just for members. That is certainly something I want to be doing going forward. So yes, and the memberships are open now, by the way. If you do want to be a Premier League Dad Elite member, you can join the members club. And we'll be doing lives just for members. So maybe that is the next step, certainly. West Yorkshire lass here, mate. Sorry. I was hoping you didn't spot that. You are a regular. I apologise. I absolutely apologise. How rude of me. Union SG driving forward here. Great ball. Must be. Yes, Union SG have scored. Get in there. It's 1-1. Tolga, where are you? It's 1-1. It's a wonderful goal from Union SG. Get in there. Yes. That's what we wanted to see. It's a wonderful finish. It's an absolute screamer. West Yorkshire lass, it's cool. I was only having a laugh. I'm not offended. Oh, that's good. I was going to say, I think I'd have judged you if you were offended a little bit at that. You've got to have thick skin me on this channel. We all take the mick out of each other. It's all good. But thank you. I appreciate you being being a good sport. Daniel, Premier League transfer record being smashed is Premier League news and Liverpool news. That's true. That is true. It's a great finish, that. A wonderful finish. It's a counter-attacking goal by Union SG. It was Niang, I think, who played the pass in. A lovely, lovely pass. Oh, it's a great finish as well. It's an absolutely wonderful finish. And it's the sub. Yeah, it's the sub. It's Florux. It's Florux who's come on. The Austrian, Raoul Florux. He got 15 goals and 8 assists in 29 games for Olympia Ljubljana last season. He has come to Union SG with a big, big reputation, and he's just done it. He's just absolutely done it. And it's not offside. It's not offside. It's 1-1. Hey, Tolga. Tolga, you called it wrong. You called it wrong. Union SG pushing forward again. They're going to get a second here. They're going to get a second. Paul Hexham, I don't mind nominating who I think might fit the bill. West Yorkshire Lass, I would be a mod, but I don't even know where to start, so I couldn't. I was going to say, that, to be honest, all it genuinely is, like, so, for what it's worth, I'm filming on my phone here on TikTok, and then I am logged into a different TikTok account on this phone where I am a mod. And literally all I'm doing is occasionally, very occasionally, someone will come in and say some stuff that's not quite cool. Do you know what I mean? There's some stuff where they come in and they say things like, hey fat boy, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not even bothered about that. I don't even respond. I just don't read them because that winds them up even more. I don't even respond to them. I just ignore them. But sometimes you get people coming in saying things like things about Jota, for example. There's been a few people come in and said some awful stuff about Jota. You just mute and block them, because usually that just upsets everyone else in the chat. Usually it's just kids. It's just kids. You just mute and block them. They're just after a bit of attention. Mute, block. That's all you do. And that is literally all your job is as a mod. You can enjoy the stream. If you were going to be watching me anyway, you can enjoy the stream. You just literally have to mute and block occasional numpties. That's the job. But as I say, I don't really need anyone to do it just yet. We've got 8 people in on TikTok. It's pretty quiet tonight. But we have had thousands in recently. We had 1,500 in a couple of weeks ago. So it gets busy. It does get busy. And I'm expecting as the season goes on, it gets busier. I'm not expecting a huge crowd for the Belgian Antwerp against Union SG. Tolga, Instagram photo. What about Instagram photo? What about it? Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, Tolga. I don't know what it means. I don't understand. It means nothing to me. I have no idea. 1, 2, 4. What score, pal? The score is Antwerp 1, Union SG 1. West Yorkshire Last Trolls have no lives, so I don't feed them. And do you know what? And they literally do just. You can tell. Because there's a couple of people who do. There's a fella who comes in here. And he literally comes in, I would imagine, every single live. He's a Man United fan. And all he does is come in and say, that's a funny Scouse accent. That's it. Repeatedly. Every live. Comes in and says that. There's another fella who comes in and I think he's an Arsenal fan. He got very excited at the fact that we sold Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid for 10 million quid, and he comes in and he says, what are your thoughts, Kee, on Real Madrid signing Trent Alexander-Arnold for 10 million quid, as if I'm going to be dead upset and bite and whatever. Comes in and says it on the... It just gets boring. So you just don't respond to him. Just don't respond. It's funny. They get all excited, well, all upset. Daniel, be sure to enjoy some time away from content creation on Monday if you're not streaming. Well, that's a very lovely thing of you to say, Daniel. Very lovely thing. I actually took my little girl to the park today, so I had a lovely little sort of family day with my little girl today. Grealish, up the Villa. 124, do you see Duran's brace the other day? Hasn't Duran been in trouble with Mourinho? Sure, he's fell out with Mourinho at Fenerbahce. West Yorkshire last talking to Trent. He's struggling, ain't he? I saw that. I think I know the article you're referring to. Yeah, I think I know the article you're referring to. I saw that as well, but I don't think... I couldn't find it. Basically, they referred to a Spanish article, and I went and found the Spanish article they were referring to, and it didn't say in Spanish. I translated it. It didn't say in Spanish what they claimed it said. So I don't think Trent is necessarily struggling. Or at least if he is, we don't know about it yet. Paul Hexham, sorry mate, gotta go and walk the 5 dogs. When are you on next? I am on tomorrow, mate. I'm on tomorrow morning, 11:30. I'll be live for Liverpool against AC Milan friendly tomorrow morning, and then after that I'm live tomorrow night at 8:30 for Everton against Bournemouth in the Premier League Summer Series. They're both friendlies, but I'll be live for both of them. Edo G, how's it going, Edo? Daniel, good weather for the park. Is she old enough to kick a football yet? Not really. She's 4. Not really. She is. She to be honest, she forever comes in here and she picks. You can't really see it on YouTube, but here, if I get hold of this, she's forever coming into here and picking this up, and she'll say, "Dad, Dad, Dad," and then throw this around and knock things off that are quite expensive. So yeah, she's forever coming in here and playing with this Champions League ball. But no, I to be honest, for me to go up the park, I'm waiting for her to get a little bit older, and then maybe she will be up for a kickabout with the ball, or maybe I'm waiting for a son, because I don't know if she's going to be particularly interested in the football. She seems to be focused far more on dance and other things, so I'm not going to force it. I'd love her to be, but I'm not going to force her to be into the football. But she might well be. Who knows? Time will tell. I'd love it. Alpha, how do you see this game? At this point, it's pretty flat. There's not been any chances. It's been all Union SG on the ball. They've had all the possession. Antwerp, since conceding, I think Antwerp were very fortunate to go ahead. And then Union SG have dominated the ball. They've carved Antwerp open and scored a really, really good goal in this second half. My prediction before the game was 2-1 to Union SG. Antwerp are in! Antwerp are in! Oh my God, it's a good save. Very, very good save from the Union SG keeper. But Antwerp were one-on-one then. Antwerp were one-on-one. Oh, that would have been a bad sign. If I'd have said I fancy Union SG and then they go and score, that would have been awful. Yeah, it's close. It's close. There's still chances for either team to win this one. Paul Hexham, I'll try to get it on. Is it on LFC TV, pal? Yes, it is on LFC TV, mate. Chele, what are your thoughts on Leeds? I think you're going down. Sadly, I like Leeds, and I would like you to stay up, but I expect you've not quite got enough to stay up at this moment in time. I think you desperately need a centre forward. The goalkeeper you've signed though is not a bad one from Lyon. That is not a bad signing at all. A really, really solid goalkeeper is Perry. So yeah, not a bad signing. And Longstaff too. Yeah, I reckon we'll get 15th. I think you'd snatch, if someone said to you, I can get you 17th, you'd snatch their hand off, wouldn't you? you'd be quite happy with saving, as long as you stay up. That's the important thing. Every single promoted side would gladly take 17th right now. I don't think Leeds have enough to reach 17th at this moment, I would say. I think it's going to be a very, very difficult season. It depends, I guess, how Bijol does and Bornau does, and you've got Longstaff in there, and the Metchers, I think, a decent signing. I think Perry's a good signing. You're missing a centre forward. Ben, how's United's new keeper done? Been in my nan's because it's her birthday, so missed a lot of the stream today. Damn you, Nan. The Nan that I know. It's not that Nan, is it? Have I missed something? United's new keeper. Is he going to be United's new keeper? I don't know. He saved a penalty, mate. He saved a penalty 20 minutes in. He couldn't do anything about the Union SG goal, but he saved the penalty. He's done all right. Yeah, he has done all right, I've got to say. It's not been a bad signing at all if they do get him. He's looking like the next Courtois. Daniel, if she likes the Champions League ball and the Champions League, let her know Arsenal women won the most recent Champions League. There's still time for her to walk down the right path. Well, hey, listen, for me, if she wants to watch football, if she wants to play football, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Nothing. I would love it. But I'm not going to force it. Like I say, if she doesn't want to play football, she wants to dance or whatever, then, hey, she's still only young. Ben, oh, your dad's mum. All right, okay. Is that Bamps' wife? Is that the same? I still have a limited knowledge of that side of the family, mate. Shirley Pirot is class, mate. He's not good enough for the Premier League, Pirot. No way is he good enough. You're definitely going to be short in goals. I think that's going to be the issue for Leeds. I think Nonto, Solomon you haven't got anymore, obviously. Nonto's not going to do it, and I don't think Pirot's going to do it. I think you desperately need one or two in attack. And maybe then you could. Maybe you could. Ben, thought you missed Big Jan's birthday then, didn't you? Yes, Bamps' his wife. Yeah, okay, I was going to say, yeah, panic then. Christ. Very impressed how even you know he's my Bamps. I just know that term. You're the only person I know who uses that term. I remember Gemma telling me about it and I was a bit like, hey? Meteor 2.5 over. Common Bitter 2.5. Yeah, I think there is one more goal in this one, Meteor. There is one more goal in this, definitely. Still time. It's a long throw into the box from Union SG. Flick on at the near post. Comes out to the edge of the box. Volleyed back in. Shot on target. Straight at Lammens. And it's straight up the other end from Lammens. Yeah, it's gone all the way through to the other keeper. Leon, is there more than one watch along tomorrow, Kee? Yes, there is, mate. Yeah, there's two. So I'm live at 11:30 for Liverpool against AC Milan, and then live at 8 o'clock for Everton against Bournemouth, or just after 8 o'clock, I think, for Everton against Bournemouth. Both of them are pre-season friendlies, but I am going to be doing both of those tomorrow. HGTXV, how do you reckon Frimpong is going to fare with the physical side of the Premier League? He looks really small, I can't lie. I think what we see with Frimpong is Celia, Antwerp, worst team, how much is the score? It's 1-1, Celia. Antwerp 1, Union SG 1. I think what we see with Frimpong is kind of like what we see with Kyle Walker. He's so fast. Like, absolutely obscenely fast. So I think And he's strong as well. He is. I mean, like, physically, he's one of them a bit like Salah. He looks maybe not as strong as he actually is, or he's stronger than he actually looks. Players bounce off Frimpong quite frequently. And I think what we'll see is you'll see a lot of players maybe get past him because he starts quite high up the pitch. His starting position is very, very high. So I think Frimpong will get caught out. He'll be out of position quite a lot. But his pace, same as Kyle Walker was, to be honest. Kyle Walker was always out of position, but his pace got him back on side. So I think that's what we see with Frimpong. I think he gets himself out of danger quite a lot. I think he gets himself out of danger with his pace and his strength, and he just gets himself back on side, back into position. HGTXV, I'd rather Bradley, I can't lie. Bradley is the future. Mate, honestly, I really wouldn't be surprised if Bradley starts the season. I think Frimpong's wonderful, but yeah, Bradley's terrific too. But I guess it's going to depend. They're going to be competing with each other. Bradley's not going to give up that spot so easily. He's the captain of the Northern Ireland national side. He's had a fantastic, fantastic season last year under Arne Slot. He did even well before that under Jurgen Klopp. So yeah, Conor Bradley's brilliant. I have no problems at all if he starts the season, but I would also argue we don't sign a £30 million right back unless we're going to start him. So Frimpong probably does get the nod initially, and Bradley's there if we need him, and hopefully that is the case. Hopefully we get a chance to see them both. Meteor, where are you from, bro? I am from England. I am from St Helens, or near Liverpool, just outside Liverpool in the UK. Daniel, why do you think Isak had waited until the end of July to request a transfer? It's exactly as we talked about on this channel, mate. I am almost certain, and it's, to be honest, it's come out because is it Craig Hope, the Newcastle journalist, has said this has been something that has been going on for 18 months. Isak was told 18 months ago by Amanda Staveley that he would get a big new contract. He didn't get the new contract. As a result of that, he got very, very annoyed and he asked to leave the club. Eddie Howe then came out and basically said if any players want a new contract, if any players want... He wasn't specifically talking to Isak, but he said this in the press. He said, this is last season, this is before last season started, he came out, Eddie Howe, and he said, if Alexander Isak or any of our players want a big new contract with Champions League money, they need to be earning Champions League football. They need to be playing Champions League level. And we're not in the Champions League. As you know, Newcastle didn't get in the Champions League until this season. So they were out of Europe last year, and I think Eddie Howe basically said to Isak, look, stay, get us back in the Champions League, we'll give you a big contract. So, for me, by that point, the ship sailed. Isak has wanted to leave Newcastle. He's let it be known that he wants to leave Newcastle. And, yeah, it's quite obvious, I think, that they've just not been able to agree a new deal, a new contract. So he's threw his toys out the pram. He said, you've got to let me leave, let me leave, let me leave. They didn't want to let him leave. So he's now played his trump hard. He's now said, well, fine, okay, well, if you don't want to let me leave in the nice, gentlemanly way, well, I'll have a thigh injury. I'll have a hamstring complaint. I won't... he came into training and he was in training for 5 minutes before he complained of a thigh injury. He had a scan. The scan didn't show anything wrong with his thigh. And he insisted that his thigh felt tight. So, as a result, Isak missed the tour to Asia, to Singapore, isn't it? He missed the tour based off his own assessment of his own thigh, saying that he felt it was tight, even though scans showed it was completely clear. Now, it doesn't reach that point unless Isak is already really annoyed. Isak has gone to the club and said, I want to leave. They haven't given him his wish. So now he's playing silly beggars, isn't he? Now he's playing, well, this is all I can do. This is all I can do now to force your hand. I've got to start throwing my toys out the pram a little bit. This is the only card he has left. Ben, I'm buzzing with early content tomorrow. LFC fan, see you, Key. Have a good night. Yeah, take it easy, Leon. No worries, man. See you soon. See you for tomorrow's games, hopefully. Right, so we're into the last few minutes here. Do we think there's another goal in this one? Is there another goal? I'm rooting for Union SG. Is there a chance? West Yorkshire last mate, a bid's gone in for Diaz. Yeah, that was earlier today. Is this another one? There was one that went in earlier today for about 65 million. And obviously Liverpool are hoping more for 75. Daniel, how much do you think Liverpool pay for Isak? I think there's kind of an industry standard, isn't there? Newcastle want 150. The player has verbally... Well, he's verbalised that he wants to leave the club, right? He's basically let it be known that he wants to leave the club. At that point, Newcastle can't keep him. He's a very expensive car on the drive. That's effectively what he is, with no tyres. They can't drive him. That's what Alexander Isak is for Newcastle now. He's a Rolls Royce on the drive with no tyres. They can't drive him. So they need to sell him. And there's an industry standard effectively with this thing, which is 20%. It's the 20% transfer request reduction. So I think Newcastle wanted 150. I think we probably get the deal done for about 120. Plus add-ons. Maybe 120 plus 10 in add-ons. So I think that's what it ends up being. It ends up being a British record, 120 plus 10 in add-ons. Liverpool secure their number one target. Isak gets his big move. Newcastle get double what they paid for Isak, by the way. They paid 60. They get 120 plus a bit more for him. They go out, they sign Sesko, and maybe they get someone else with that money. Maybe they get Sesko and... I don't know, Scalvini maybe. Maybe they get Sesko and... Who knows? Maybe they need someone else. They definitely need a goalkeeper, don't they? They need a goalkeeper for sure. So it'll be interesting. Be very interesting to see what happens with Newcastle. But I expect 120 gets it done. West Yorkshire last one reporter who can be trusted reported it. Wow, okay. Steve P, 120 mil with add-ons. It depends, doesn't it? Look, Liverpool, I'm sure Liverpool are now waiting for Newcastle. That's what's that is what is happening now, by the way. Newcastle are doing their bits behind the scenes, get their ducks in a row to get Sesko or whoever it ends up being, whoever Isak's replacement is. They aren't going to let Isak go until they've got a replacement in the house, in the door. They're not going to let it happen. So they need to go and get that boxed off, and then Liverpool and Newcastle will very quickly agree something. In fact, it might already be that Liverpool and Newcastle have already agreed it. That might be already done. The transfer fee might have already been submitted and accepted. Daniel, do you give Slot a free pass next season after winning the league last season? No, I don't think there is such a thing as a free pass for what it's worth. No, I think... I guess... let me rephrase the question, and I probably shouldn't be doing this, but if I was to rephrase the question on your behalf, are you effectively saying what would it take to sack Arne Slot next season? I don't think there is an outcome where we sack him. I don't think there is an outcome, to be honest. No. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we do give him a free pass. Yeah, it's probably a fair shout, actually. Right, it's a corner to Antwerp here. Corner to Antwerp. John Weir, we are the people. Rangers, you'll love to see it. Ball whipped in. Again, it's cleared away. We've got 5 minutes of added on time at the end of this game. We're 3 minutes into those. We've only got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left at the end of this game. Antwerp pushing forward, desperately trying to get a winner here. I'll be honest, I still can't believe that referee didn't give the red card to Vincent Janssen. It's the craziest refereeing decision I have seen in a very, very long time. Antwerp should have been down to 10 men. For certain. But it's been a really, really good performance from Antwerp subsequently. I think they've done well to keep themselves in the game. Senne Lammens, the prospecting goal, saving a penalty. Daniel, I wasn't going that far, but you arrived at an answer anyway. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think there is a world where we sack him. So then, yes, in theory, that is effectively a free pass, isn't it? There is no world in which he gets scrutinised to such a level he loses his job. So yes, I think it is. Yeah, I think he does get a free pass after last year. Even with the amount we've spent this year, I don't think there's a world where we'd sack him. Daniel, what do you think of the Liverpool badge just being the liver bird? Well, it's alternated over the years. The Liverpool badge has alternated over the years. I'm not mad keen on it. I like the official, the badge with the chance, big save again. How have they missed it? Oh, huge save. There's a claim for a penalty again here. There's another claim for a penalty here. There might be another penalty for Union SG. You do wonder. There could be a penalty here for Union SG. Is there going to be a check? There might be a check here for a pen. There might be a check for a pen. There's a claim for a handball here. There's a claim for a handball. Are they going to give it? I think it might be full time. It is. It's full time. That definitely looked handball, didn't it? 1-2-4. Ape Chiesa, what match are you watching? I'm watching Union Saint-Gilloise versus Antwerp. And it's finished 1-1. That was absolutely shocking. You're damn right, FM No Casuals. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. That was a shocking decision, the one at the very beginning. Did you see Vincent Janssen? I had someone in here telling me that wasn't handball. Tolga, you said Antwerp were going to win. You said Antwerp were going to win. You can't keep saying Antwerp win and then it finishes in a draw. You can't do that. You can't do that, Tolga. You've literally come in and said, big, Antwerp are going to win. Antwerp are going to win. People put money on it, and then it's a draw, and you go, yes, get in. I said double chance. You didn't. You said Antwerp win. Daniel, is Chiesa on the way out? Yes, Chiesa is going. Nunes is going. Chiesa, Nunes, and Diaz. All three of those will leave for sure, for absolute certain. Diaz looks like he's going to Bayern Munich, an offer very, very close to being accepted for that one. Darwin Nunes, very, very close to being accepted, an offer for Al Hilal. I think Simone Inzaghi really wants him there. And Chiesa back to AC Milan. Chiesa to AC Milan. So we shall see. Matt, I'm off to see USG in 3 weeks. Nice. Like that. Well, we're doing more of the Belgian Jupiler Pro League this weekend. We're doing Anderlecht against Westerlo. So if you fancy watching a bit more of the Belgian Pro League, make sure you've followed. Make sure you've gone to YouTube. Give us a like and a follow and a subscribe and all that good stuff. Definitely give us a like and a follow. FM No Casual, sorry, been busy lately. It's not good enough, mate. It's not good enough. No, it's good to have you in. Anyway, it doesn't matter whenever you come in, as often as you can. Matt, I've got LFC Bournemouth on the Friday, then USG v Liège on the Saturday. Jesus Christ, Matt, you're a busy boy. Good lad. Like that. Christ. Any Spurs? To be honest, I can't now. I'll run this bleed channel. I can't go games anymore. But that's fantastic, mate. That's amazing. Good to see you as well, covering some good matches. Yeah, we've been doing some decent games, some really good games recently. And you're off to Oasis in Dublin on the Sunday. Fucking bastard. LFC Fan 200, is Doak going? Yeah, Doak's going, sadly. It's Doak, Morton, maybe Bajcetic as well. Daniel is Chiesa, a right wing or a left wing? He's a right wing. Yeah, he's a right winger. He can play on the left as well, but he is a right winger predominantly. LFC fan, I'm off to Hibs next Thursday, mate. Nice, like it. Belgian Pro League is nothing without Scotty Parker. He'll be back in October after he packs it in after the first international break. Yeah, I can't see Scotty Parker lasting too much longer in the Prem. Sadly, I think Burnley do go down. I thought he might be one that, you know, stays up, to be honest. Matt, are you going to watch Liverpool Milan tomorrow, pal? I certainly am. I'm live at 11:30, an hour before kickoff. I'm live for every Liverpool game. Every single Liverpool game I will be live for sure, but I'm live every day. Every single day we do a watch-along from around the world. I watch the Belgian League, I watch Serie A, La Liga, Liga, Championship, we're doing League One. Next Friday. Obviously, there's the Carabao Cup starting next week, believe it or not. Barnet against Newport County. I'm doing that one next week. So, Barnet against Newport County in the Carabao Cup. We've got another Belgian League game this weekend. Obviously, Anderlecht and Westerlo. What else are we missing? What other games have we got coming up? All the Europa League and the Champions League games as well coming up next week. Rangers, Panathinaikos. Una Strassen against Dundee United. Hibs against Midtjylland. Matt, Eredivisie. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll be doing the Eredivisie too. Yeah, I'll be honest, we'll do all games. Every single day I do at least one game. At least one watch-along. There's always a game on somewhere. Always a game on somewhere. Especially once the season gets going. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've only been doing the channel for 6 months. We've got 5,500 subs on YouTube, growing really quickly. Give us a like, give us a follow. It means an awful lot. Leon, see you tomorrow, man. Take it easy, Leon. Have a good night. Tolga, good to see you, man. Take it easy. See you soon. The beauty of a Fire Stick. Do you know what? It really isn't. You'd be surprised how much football you can watch for free, or at least I've been able to thus far, with DAZN. DAZN, you can watch most. That's what I'm watching it on now. DAZN, Premier Sports, and you can watch most stuff as well on OneFootball. OneFootball is a cracking site. Go and watch OneFootball. OneFootball's completely free, and you can watch the Norwegian Eliteserien on there. You can watch we've watched the Finnish League on there. We've watched the Latvian League on there. We've watched a bit of everything. It's good. You know, legit as well. Legit site. Matt, amount of times I've stumbled on a Serie B game or something. Well, yeah, that as well. Listen, don't get me wrong, I like that too. But we'll be watching a bit of everything this season. The Bundesliga 2 as well. I missed so much of the Bundesliga 2 last year. Right. Okay. So listen, I massively appreciate everyone that has joined and liked and subscribed. Love it. Daniel, do you pay for DAZN? I do. Yes, I absolutely do pay for DAZN. Got it on the old, Virgin doofer thing. And I've got Premier Sports as well. That's another one that I pay for. But again, it helps. It helps when you've got this as a job. This is what I'm trying to do. So you need to do it legit. LFC Fan 200, have a good night. See you tomorrow, man. You too, man. Take it easy. See you soon. I will see you all... Oh, sorry, Taylor, have you ever done 3 watch-alongs in one day? And are you going to do multiple ones for the Prem? Mate, I've done 4. I've done 4 4 in a day is my absolute maximum. I've never done more than 4. And 4 took it out of me, believe it or not. I know it's only sat here watching football. But when you sat here having to, you know, talk constantly, or you get a sore throat, and it does take it out of you. Plus, in this room, because I've got lights and I've got cameras and I've got this laptop, which is like a UFO. Sounds like it's taking off. It kicks out some heat, so it gets hot in here, especially in summer. So it gets dead dry and you get, oh, it's awful. But anyway, yes, I absolutely will be doing 3-4 lives, especially on a weekend. So yeah, give us a follow. As I say, give us a like, give us a follow. Share as well to your mates if you can, if they like this sort of stuff. Give them a nudge. We don't just do one particular club. We watch all sorts of games, all sorts of channels, all sorts of teams, all sorts of leagues. And yeah, I massively appreciate everyone who's give us a like and a follow thus far. I will see you all tomorrow. I'll be live at 11:30 for Liverpool against AC Milan. Lots of love. See you all